What the hell is up? The hell is an aluminum falcon? I was in a band for a bit there called Whitewood Dill. And the only show we ever played was the closing party at the old shop. And we opened and closed our set with Rumble. There seems to be weird staticky noise going on with the microphone. I don't know what it is. If it sounds like crap, I apologize. Donnie is here because he forgot his coffee cup. Nice. No static. It was all in my... Well, it stopped now, so that's good. How's it going, everybody? This is Dead Dodge Garage Live. Yeah, I guess that counts as a song, Ray. Slightly. Yeah. So what's good in the hood? This is Dead Dodge Garage Live. Again. Every time. 100 years. See, sometimes they're static. I'm sure you can hear that. Anyway. Dang Fords. What is this channel turning into? I don't know. Richard Scott. Dan Orcutt is back. Hi again from Alaska. How's it going, Dan? Josh Jesh is here. My sister. Belle James. Robert Fitch. Glenn Uromi. So many green names. Paul Steinberg. How's it going? Yeah. Oh, actually, hold on, because I have to check something. Hang on. So it's been a month since since membership started, and so I assume wow. I assume that we're seeing does anyone have... Okay, no. They're just green because they're members. I was wondering if anybody had a not blue Fratzog yet. Those are... the blue is 30 days of membership or less, and then it's going to change colors, and it's going to be very fancy. Anyway. Hi, Alan. How's it going? What is up? Oh, Dan Arca is on the edge of signal on his phone, so he may lose us. Well, that's terrible. I just lost me. Well, I'm back. Okay. Remind me to burn this place to the ground. When the Fratzog turns red, does that mean I have to go on carousel? I don't understand that reference. Yes, that Ford was a Mercury. Richard Scott says Wisconsin says hello. Nice. Rich Jordan. Did I say McLovin? Yeah, he was at the top. The tippy. Very first comment. Yeah. Gene Z is here and a new member. Thank you, Gene. Welcome. Push the play button. I did, eventually. Bionic Bigfoot. That is a great channel name. Car Guy 1975 says, great channel. Thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate that. Long Island Mopars. What up? Logan's Run. Yeah, I ain't never seen that. Jimmy Baps is here and enjoyed today's video. Thank you, Jimmy Baps. Appreciate that. Yeah, David's right. I'm too young for that. Came a long way from the days of the creepy cat picture. It's still up in my wife's office. Maybe we'll end up there again this winter when it gets all cold and crappy. Hey, Julie Young just became a member. Thank you, Julie. Welcome. Reed Rigby liked the Fox Body episode. They need suspension work. Yeah, apparently if you replace the entire suspension, then they get pretty good. Apparently. R Hill also here. How's it going? Lovejoy. Stacy. Stacy got a shout out in today's video. Full Garage is here. I did work on Mopars this week. Dude, I am so close to actually having a Turbo Valiant, but it hasn't happened. So close. 69 Cornet 500 is here and says, hey, from Florida, home of the dead Dodge Ram with a power steering rack failure. That's terrible. Yeah. Mopar Jimmy, how you doing? I'm doing good. I spent most of the weekend moving yard furniture. Anyway, love that Challenger. It's a nice car. Yeah. It's, it's a little rough in places, but it's turned out pretty sweet. People love the look, and I get it. I think it's pretty cool. Mopar Jimmy's saying it. I like fox bodies. Me too. Yeah. I've never seen one of those imported European Capris. Never have. Josh Homan is here. How's it going? Lovejoy says those early Foxes are my favorite Mustang. Yeah, they're a good one. Full Garage said it was a plethora of great videos this week. Thanks, Jamie. Thank you, Full Garage. Appreciate that. Larry Barker is here. What's up? Robert Fitch said he almost bought one of those imported Capris in the 80s, and he's glad he didn't because it was a pile. Well, they look cool. Yeah. Gonna bring that Turbo Valiant to No Name this week, right? No. McLovin had to go out and rip donuts in his Ram 1500 in his sister's horse arena. Nice. Nice. Something about dimes. I don't even know. Jaybird, what's up? Salt. Nice. Lovejoy's Fifth Avenue is running with a 4-barrel. Nice. Still need some tuning, but the battery quit, so I gotta wait till tomorrow for that. And Ray made it for a song, kinda. Aaron Munson is here from North Dakota. How's it going, Aaron? David Biznett enjoyed the videos this week. Thank you, David. Appreciate that. Yeah. Glenn Uromi. I have to say again, I laughed way more than normal at the mouse burial this week. That was fun. That was fun. Ben Braddock, how's it going? Granddad's Junk here as well. How you doing out there? Over there, down there, wherever the heck you are. Glenn Uromi. Rumble is one of the greatest instrumentals of all time. It so is. It's magic. Cart 70, how you doing? That AMC guy says, we're all here because we're not all there. Oh, apparently the Dimes thing was a Blazing Saddles reference? You'd think I would know that. The sheriff is a near. Yep. Steve Thompson is here from Texas. How's it going? Where is Vic? I still haven't watched his video. I heard it came out, and I heard my Turtle song is in it, but I haven't watched it yet. Nice. 1968 Dodge Dart. Yeah, I like those. They're pretty cool. Where's my... Oh, no! Brochure's getting crumpled. I paid good money for this. 1968 Dodge Dart. Partial to those. Used to think that was my end-all be-all Dart, but I actually think it's 70 Swinger. Oh, awesome. Gene Z says, love all the videos. I work remote and watch them all the time when I have gaps on a job. Helping the channel all I can. Appreciate that, Gene. Thank you very much. And thank you for your membership. That also helps. Rocky Myers wants a Studebaker Hawk update. My friend that owns it drives it all the time. We were just talking about timing issues the other day. And plugs and that sort of thing. But yeah, it gets driven. It's kind of awesome, actually. What does Mercury stand for? That's what I want to know. Yeah. I said hi to Alan, right? I think I did. How's it going, Alan? Alan gave me some slant 6 parts, but now I have some small block parts for him, so. Bang on the drums for the static. That'll probably fix it. Jeff Militich has some large powered speakers, and it sounds good there. I'll be damned. That's a lot of Jamie. A lot of Jamie. Yeah. Timmy Waring liked the Capri video. Want to see it at, or Waring probably. Want to see it at 100%. Well, I'll see what I could do. It has gone home for now. But yeah, something tells me there is more in the future on that. Long Island Mopar said, great video on the Challenger rear. Yes, thank you. That did pretty well. I think I goofed explaining a couple things, but, you know, po buddy's nerfed. Mike Holst. No, they were all radial tires. It had drag radials on the back and this newish radials on the front. The front end was super goofed up. All of the cam bolts were set all the way out. So he's had it aligned now. He says it drives much better. Anyway, Mike Holst is also a former Fox Body owner and appreciates the Capri content. Oh, wow. Aaron, whose name I definitely goofed up, sent me $20 and said, I enjoy your channel. Thank you very much, Aaron. I really appreciate that. I used to promise to only spend contributions on frosty adult beverages, but I'm not really drinking those anymore. I did have one last night. We went out for dinner. Yeah. McLovin Garage. All jokes aside, I am a Mustang fan, have had more than one hand's worth of them. I've had the two SN95s. That's all I've had. There was a chance I almost bought the new Edge, once, but I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't. Because it blew up. Steve Thompson said, thanks for the tip on valve covers. Think you helped me find a small oil leak on my Chevy. Yeah, I know it's not a Dodge, but at least it's not a Ford. Nice. Yeah, that's common, especially if you've got cork on anything. Ray tried to connect to Discord. It will not let me. Huh. Well, that's weird. I don't know what to tell you on that. Dan Mafia's here. What's up, Dan? How you doing? Yeah. Would have been cool, but I don't know. I don't like the look of that car myself. I said it. I stand by it. Oh, come on. If you leave today, you'll be on time. You're not wrong. Dan Mafia got his hands on one of those imported Capris back in the mid-'80s. 71 or 73. 4-cylinder with a Holly Weber. Huh. I think they're cool looking, but I don't know anything about them. Keith Galitri, what's up? Killer videos this weekend. Thank you, Keith. Appreciate that. Yeah. First on race day. Old Stuff Rules is here and says that Challenger sure is beautiful. I agree. But mileage eventually ruins car. Usually ruins you. That's a lot of work. Wow. Outstanding. Huffy turns a wrench. What is up? Oh, and Aaron, separate from the donation, had a question. I found a Uline box. I want to turn my 92 D150 long box into a late model Warlock. Any tips? Well, I assume you're doing an 8-foot, right? Or are you actually shortening the wheelbase? Because that's a job. I'd try and find a frame before doing that, because they kind of are out there. We found one. We're doing a frame swap on an 89, I think, D150. Yeah, I've almost put those beds on 2 different trucks, but I've never actually done it. It's simple enough. You need the bed. They're held down by, if it's a long bed, 6 bolts, I think. And only 2 of them are metal on metal. All the rest go through wood, which is interesting. Tips beyond that, I don't know, buy a new wood kit, get some strips. Try and find I think LMC Truck has a diagram, of those beds and all the components that go together and their locations. So you might check that out. And the back bumper is also different on a Uline, as I understand. But yeah, I don't know if any of that is actually helpful, but hopefully. And thanks again. Bullwag. Perfect. Something to watch again. Something to watch while I do another painful task. A Grom seat cover. Wow. Raider X is here from Long Island, New York. Great channel you have. Thank you, Raider X. Appreciate that. Yeah, 68 darts, pretty good. McLovin with a question on Cummins trucks. Are there any specific years to avoid as far as emissions and that sort of thing? Well, Autotrans. Yeah, the automatic transmission is kind of always the weak point, especially in second gens. They beefed him up a bit in the third gen truck. The 48RE is decent, but mine's been good, and it's got almost 300K on it. Still the original transmission. So I think they're better. My white truck, my 99, at 155,000 miles, I blew up the transmission, and I'm pretty sure it had already been done once. So anyway, second gens are the worst. Unless you can get a 12-valve, 5-speed truck. That's a good one until fifth gear disintegrates. The VE pump on the 24-valve truck is terrible garbage. The lift pump is terrible garbage. The lift pump on the early common rail trucks like mine, they're not very good either. But yeah. Third gen, 03, they did start putting cats in them. They didn't get the actual like DPF system until 06 or 07. The cat can be removed. Big government doesn't want you to know that. Mine's allegedly missing. Allegedly. But yeah, I love my third gen. I think it's a great truck. Good balance of being cheaper than a fourth gen, but way better than a second gen. They drive nicer. They ride nicer. There's not a ton of room in the four doors, despite having four doors. So yeah, those are my favorites. Oh, Blue Tech. Yeah, sounds right. Yeah, they get this stupid DPF thing, and that sucks. And when they get the variable geometry turbo, things get even worse. The 6.7 sucks, kinda. I don't know. Yeah, DEF didn't come until 2013. Yep, Bullwag's absolutely right on that. But DPF, diesel particulate filter, that came around 07. So I would try to not get one of those or get one that's already deleted. Plymouth on Plywood says they just came out with an NV5000. No more fifth gear problems. But we've had 6 speeds for 20 years. Yeah. Oh yeah, David. Another vote for the third gen. Drives like my 2014. Yeah, I forgot you drove that truck once. Yeah, they're great. I really like it. It wasn't as much of a downgrade from my 2014 half ton as I thought it would be. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully that helps. If I were going to get another third gen like mine, I would try and get an earlier one. Personally, just to avoid all that stupid emission stuff. But it can all be fixed. Yeah. Granddad's Junk found a set of engine mounts for my Savoy for the Poly at Big M Automotive, Williams, California, and he will ship to New Zealand. Nice. Very nice. What's up, Old Iron? How you doing? Oh, Miranda just messaged me because she noticed the ticking noise, and I was like, yeah, I also noticed that. And she's concerned, as well she should be. I'm going to say, if it's any consolation, everybody on the internet loves it. Well, almost everybody. Everybody in the internet, screw you, iPhone. Anyway, Just Me wants to know if I could do a video on an 84 Dodge Turbo Colt. Well, I can't do a video on a car I don't have. So, if I ever come across one, I will. Jaybird, Dana 60 shims or crush sleeve. I think they're crush sleeve, aren't they? I've only ever rebuilt 2 or 3 of them. She hasn't seen the video yet. Yeah. Huh. I'm pretty sure they're crush sleeve, but I could be wrong. I have not dabbled in any SRT4 stuff yet, but I want to. I want to do an SRT4 swap rampage with a 5-speed someday. Chris said play the drums. Last time I did this, I was insulted. I was told to leave the drumming to someone else, but you can have 8 seconds of drums. Was that 8 seconds? I think it was. I can only imagine how horribly loud that is. It's probably pretty bad. There you go. God, my headphones are screwed up. Anyway, where were we? I don't even know. Oh yeah, Mopar Jimmy. In 2 videos this weekend, I got to see the Red 68 Charger. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I need to get a radiator for that coming. When this month's YouTube money rolls in, I'm on it. What up, Cypher? How's it going? If you can't tell, I'm behind on the comments a little bit. Yeah. Most Fox can fix it with the backronym for Mercury there. Raider X has a 65 fastback wide body. Nice. Steve Thompson. My wife wants a late 90s Mustang, trying to lean her towards a Challenger, though. Modern one? I love my 2018 V6 car. Love it. Yep. Yes, yeah. Fix it again. I didn't do the voice. Can I do it, Dale? Fix it again, Tony. Dale? I think you're thinking of Fiat. I can't do either of them today. That sucks. Yes. My mom's here. Yeah, you're very late. Not a good time to call. Stop it. Fix it again, Tony. Nice. Moondog 66602 needs to do something with the 79 Wagoneer in his backyard. Yes, you do. Get on it. Dale? I think you're thinking of Fiat. Nice. Lovejoy found a great candidate for a Magnum donor for his 5th Ave. Very nice. Just Me wants to know about a good replacement for a 1920 Holly. I am partial to the Carter BBS or the Holly 1945. 1945? 1948? 1945. Mid-70s, before goofy electronic controls and stuff anyway. They actually work pretty well. Yeah. Aaron was planning on shortening the frame. It can be done. I've never done it. I would just be too worried about screwing it up. If I were doing it. Yeah. Also, someone mentioned my charger. I have it here. The hood is under it. Don't worry about that. Excuse me. Good times. AMC guy will take a 79 Wagoneer, so there you go. Moondog. Yeah, you could shorten the frame if you think you're up to that. The mount points for the bed won't. You may have to get creative with things. But with a welder and a sawzall and a drill, and some creativity, all things are possible. The only way the 5th Ave is getting to Sykeston is behind a 2024 F-250. Good luck! Bullwag. 92, they were still using the Getrag, or the gut bag, as people love to call them. Almost 500k miles on it. That's amazing. Yeah, but that's first gen. First gen's the best. I want, and I have one, obviously, my ramp truck. I want a 90. Maybe you didn't mean 92 because you speak of the 4500 and how good second gens are. Anyway, wrong words. Got it. O2. Okay. So that's the end of the line. And it's a 4500, not a 5600, huh? Because in O2, you could get the high output with a 6-speed NV5600. I'd take any of those. Yeah. No, they're great trucks. The injection pump and the lift pump thing. That's the problem with them. I love them. They're also loud and obnoxious. Yeah. I've had how many second gens have I had? 3? And 4 first gens? I think that's right. I had the O2. I had the 99, and then I had a 2000. And then I had a 89, 93, 92, 92. So maybe 4 first gens. Something like that. Anyway, Brad, will you go lower than 300? Cluster flucked? Maybe. Yeah. They need a good lift pump. Absolutely. That's a very important thing. Mopar Jamie, I was told I could use an A518 from a 99 to 2000 Dakota in my Duster for overdrive. Don't. Use one from a 90 to 95 two-wheel drive Ram, and that one won't have electronic controls. The later one does. It's not even technically an A518 anymore. It's a 46RE. The E stands for electronic, which you don't want. Also, that transmission does not fit in an A body without major cutting, hacking, welding. So, I probably wouldn't do that. Bullwag, if you have a 6-speed, that is an NV5600, and it's the high output 24 valve. It's the most horsepower they ever made factory. Of course, they had tons and tons of potential, but it was not realized by the factory because they were afraid of breaking things. Chris, no, I did not go to school for this. No. Chris also just watched the 55 Imperial episode. Awesome. Very nice. Dutch Guy's Garage wanted to know if there was any more on this story on the Volare. I think I updated everybody on the last message he had sent me. He figured out it had a bent push rod, got it running awesome, but I haven't heard from him since then. He said once he gets it all fixed up, he'd bring it down here and we could do a video. But yeah, I haven't heard from him in a while. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. Bullwag says, somehow my dad and I have had a combined 20-ish Cummins trucks. I'm impressed. Yes, Dalton Sparks actually discussed this in the first 55 Imperial video, but essentially 55 was the year the forward look kicked off. It was also marketed by Chrysler as the $100 million look. But yeah, it was the first year of their new clean sheet designs, and then they evolved in 56 to larger fins, or some of the cars for 55 really didn't have fins at all, so then 56 they did. 57 things got really ridiculous, and it was on. But yes, 55 is technically the first year. I kind of view it as its own thing, because it's not so wacky as 57 to 62, 3, but anyway. Yeah. Another Chris. Hi, Jamie. Just wondering about what are the symptoms of a failing ignition condenser? There are several different things that can happen. You could have a no start. I think I've had that happen to me before. My 55 Plymouth had a bad condenser, and what it did was it redlined just like a two-step, just flat stopped, would not rev any farther than 2200 RPM. It just wouldn't. It would run awesome to that point, and then just it was a bad condenser. And what's really funny is I actually did a bunch of crazy tests on that. They were new, so I wasn't gonna throw them away, or assume they were bad, which was a mistake. But I actually triggered an HEI box with that ignition setup, and it still did it. Then I changed the points of condenser, and it was fixed forever. Yeah. Nice. Play the drums. We did that. Chris Freemaster, did you see the Charles Phoenix vid of the 57 Belvedere? I did. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw it. Yeah. Glenn Yeromi wants to know if I'm going to keep the 55. I'm going to keep it for now. I'm not committing to like keeping it until I die or anything. But yeah, I really like that car. I love 55s, and I'm really looking forward to messing with it more. I got to get it home still. It's up at Rocket. I'm going to drive it home one way or another. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it for a while. I don't know. I don't view it as a lifer, but I do want to do some stuff with it. I'd like to get the interior done. I'd like to fix the rust. I'd like to have it like on the road properly, fix the exhaust leak, get it running sweet. Definitely gonna go through the carburetor. I've got a set of tires in my cart right now, ready to order as soon as that sweet YouTube money rolls in a week or so. So yeah, Ray loves the t-shirt. Yeah, the field car. I really like Freiburger's shirts because they're so comfy. Just like my Dead Dodge Garage shirts, they're a very similar material. Mine are actually somehow softer, though. Neil Peart stands alone. That's all I'll say. Chris didn't think I would do it. Oh, you think I'm some kind of coward? Yeah. Bullwig says, modern 392 Hemi makes me smile immensely. It's been my first fast car. Dude, I put one of those in a 71 Challenger, and it was insane. We were talking about the 55. And I mentioned that I had a diecast 55 300, and you'll notice it's not on the shelf because it's right here. Oh yeah, they've got the Imperial grill, but they've got the stripper Windsor bumper, same taillights as all the other ones. Again a Windsor bumper on the back, I believe. Same sweet lines, simple straight spear of trim, and it says 300 right there on the gas door. Which it is on that side. Ah, interesting. Screwed up my focus. It'll probably never come back now. This dash is black and tan. I should learn that song. It's not hard. Everybody Garage is here and says, DDG, I'm planning to do a future 360 build. What do you recommend for heads and intake? My Demon engine is a set of stock Smog era 360 heads, lightly worked over with good springs. I think we back faced the valves on that. I think we did. I did a 3-angle valve job myself. Just a basic cleanup port job, block the exhaust crossovers. And that car is almost done wheelies, and it's pretty low compression. So I wouldn't go out and spend $2,000 on Elbrook heads. Just wouldn't. Alan Perryman wants to buff the 55. Okay. Sounds good. You better do that. I have 5 gallons of Penetrol in my garage, turns out. So we'll call that plan B. But yeah, if you want to buff it, please buff it. The paint's pretty spidered and it's pretty bad, but maybe it'll clean up. But yeah, anyway, intake, any RPM air gap. Excuse me. RPM air gap is pretty much the way. I've got an LD4B on my 360, and that works great. Air gap's better, though. Yeah. Oh, wow. Vic is here. I haven't gotten to his questions on the official thingy here, but I see him here. He's listening as he works. I have an actual car question. What kind of mileage should I get out of Stone Soup? Brother, I have no idea. I mean, it should get low 20s, but I'm not going to bank on it or anything. Yeah. Anyway, A-Body Garage, hopefully that helps. 360 heads have tons of potential. You don't need to go out and buy aluminum. In fact, it is a dyno-proven fact that iron can make more power. Aluminum's lighter, and they come ready to go, kind of, except that they don't. But yeah, if you're down to work over a set of heads yourself, just use any set of 360 heads. I wouldn't even be worried about valve sizes. Oh, everybody's saying hi to my mom when she dropped in a bit ago. Nice. Peter Dollery. I so love that black Challenger. Mine is also black. 2010 SRT8 stick, 6.1 Hemi. Never gonna let it go, but that 73 is tempting. Yeah, it's a sweet car. I like it. I like it. Yep. I think Bilge Pump is saying something that makes no sense. Anyway. Friggin' Fords. It sounds like an awesome truck, Bullwag. I want one of those. Steve Thompson, it's a 3.6. What kind of mileage do you get out of the 3.6? I would love to have a Hemi, but it'll be a daily, so mileage counts. I can get, like... Did anyone delete this guy? I don't know. Maybe my sister put him in timeout. If she's paying attention. I think she got it. It doesn't show when comments have been deleted or people have been nuked from orbit in here. Anyway, so with the 3.6 Challenger, when I drove it like a sane person, I got about 29 miles a gallon. On the little screeny thing said 31, and a hand calculated, or 30? I don't remember. The screen was optimistic by like 1 mpg, or 1.5 or so. So I was definitely getting 28, 29 miles a gallon. And if someone were to like really drive it like a sane person, I'm pretty sure 30 plus is possible. But the thing is, even a V6 Challenger is not slow, really. And I mean, it makes 305 horsepower or something. And I have a habit of passing lines of cars on the 2-lane at high rates of speed on the way to Rocket. So I usually average like 24, 25. Apparently, the Hemi is also capable of mid-20s or even a hair better if you're really willing to drive it like a sane person. But I'm not. Ray says you're asking a speed demon gas mileage. I'm not a speed demon. At least I didn't think so until I got that Challenger. That car, I don't know. I guess I've said that about different cars too. Like when I had a Cobra, because I had a Cobra replica for a time, that thing turned me into an absolute psycho. Yeah, Chris Freemaster says you don't buy a Hemi to drive it like a sane person. I agree. I totally agree. But even the V6 Challenger, like it feels so solid, so confident, and it's got an 8-speed, so you floor it and it just picks whatever gear it thinks is right, and by the time you're done passing 2 or 3 cars, you're going 105 miles an hour, and it happened pretty fast. So I'm not suggesting that it's the fastest thing in the universe. It is not. But compared to, like, you know, all these sweet old machines that... Ah! I threw the demon. Sorry, Vic. All these sweet old machines, you know, we love so much. It's insane! So... yeah, I would not shy away from a V6. It's silent, it's smooth, it's plenty fast, it gets decent mileage. Yeah, if you're going to daily it, I think it's a great choice. Also, did you know Hemis blow up? Rooster dropped in. Something like a half hour late. Rad. I wonder if what that dude said was actually true. Oh, well. It is. I still don't care. Bilge Pump wants to know if the 318 ever came with the 727 transmission. Yeah, absolutely. 904s didn't start showing up in B-bodies until 69? Yes, Samuel Goodman. I would only pass lines of 6 cars and semi-trucks at 105 miles an hour in Mexico. I wouldn't do that on the streets of America. Anyway, yeah, and trucks. Like, God, so many trucks. 318 and 727. Like, forever. Even Slant 6s in trucks often had 727s for many years, although that changed in the 80s, I believe. I don't think it was sooner than that. But anyway, yeah, there are tons and tons of 318s out there with 727s behind them. Yeah. Vic is working on t-shirts and stickers and die casts, and he's going to be at it all night. Well, good luck, my friend. Someone said something about, oh yes, the Dodge Omni. Nice. Daryl is here. How's it going, Daryl? Do you like old Corvettes? I love the look. Huh. Please hold. I might have to leave. I'll let you know in a minute. Where was I? Oh, Jesus. Okay. I don't know where I was. Vic, I still haven't had a chance to watch your picking up Stone Soup video, but I'm excited. Need to do that. Okay, everything's fine. Yeah. Now my daughter's down at the park, and I checked on her right when I went, just a few minutes before I went live, and my wife just went down to check on her, and she wasn't at the park. She was like right next to the park on the other street. Somebody's about to get a talking to. Okay. But everything's fine. Speedin' Demon is swapping his 1990 TBI RAM charger to a carburetor. AVS2, that's the right carburetor. Why would I laugh at you? I already have a carb for it. I just need to know if you have any how-to videos on this and what else I'll be needing. I don't. You need a different distributor. And you need an intake manifold. You probably already know that. Then you just got to make the fuel system jive with it and wire it somehow, which could be a little weird. Because the TBI system is powered by the auto shutdown relay, and so the wiring is not, it's a little goofy converting it to, it's not hard, it's just goofy. I explained this, one of our first members, like one of the only technical things I've actually helped someone walk through, since starting the membership thing, was exactly this. And I found him diagrams. Maybe he already had a wiring diagram, but we discussed a lot of the different things. I probably need to go back through those messages and just turn it into a video. But I don't have any on that yet. It's pretty straightforward. You have an electric fuel pump in the tank. That's one of the trickier parts. 90, I'm not sure what the pressure is either, but you're either going to want to eliminate the electric pump somehow and run mechanical, or run a return style regulator and dial the pressure down that way. And then you have to get that pump to keep running using the ASD relay. So there are a few things to it. It's not super complicated by any means. There are just a few different things to work through. I probably could do a video on that. But in my mind, if you're getting rid of the TBI, you're going to a Magnum, which is what I did in our van. Super easy swap. Yeah. Ooh, that was nice. Yeah. Ray, I might be remembering that wrong, but I could swear I had a no start that was a bad condenser. But I might be wrong. AMC guy said my gremlin had the same issue with the failing condenser. Ignition would break up right over 2,000 RPM. Yeah, that was it. It just doesn't, it didn't, the reason it took me so long to find it is because it seemed like a fuel issue or something. Like, it seriously just, it didn't sound crackly, it didn't backfire, it just flatlined. Really strange. I drove it around that way for quite a while. Willie the Wave, what is up? Yeah. What's happening? Haven't had a chance to watch Rooster's video either. He dropped a video on his Roadrunner finally. Oh God, no. No. Javi Macias is here. It says, don't see your Rickenbacker in the background. It's in the case. It's right there. Hold on. You gotta hide your comment. It's in the case. Right there. I haven't been playing at home much. My pedal board is still in the car. I've been drop us a heavy bass riff. Now I gotta, but it's in the case. All right, hang on. I have a new band, as I've mentioned, Frickin' Lasers, and we've been playing weekly. So to pack this thing up all the time. So it kind of just hangs out in the case. I don't play at home very much. So many steps to this. Ah! Don't do that. That's bad. Now we're good. All right, heavy bass riff coming up. Are we live? We're live. Gotta warm up the giant amplifier. Everybody thinks the 55 is a very cool car. I completely agree. Good evening, Wes. How's it going? Of course, Wes got here 14 minutes ago, but that's fine. Oh, God, I love heavy bass riffs. Yeah. I've been playing fingerstyle because I don't want to ruin my Rick. I use my fingernails as picks. That's a frickin' laser song. Come back to me, I can do better. Rooster, I bought this after I sold the 48 Power Wagon. That 48 Power Wagon. Big worth. You can hear the string noise through my condenser. Almost louder than you can hear the amp. I was gonna play something else cool. What was it? Oh yeah, here's one. Can't play my own parts. Hello, young lady. I heard you were not at the park when Mom went looking for you. You're lucky she didn't yeet you off a bridge. You were right on the other street, right by the park. Well, that's good, but I think your mom pooped a chicken for a minute there when she did not see you in the park. Well, okay. Thank you for not getting kidnapped. Alright, we did it. Anyway. Mike White, my drummer and friend. Or maybe, am I his bassist? Or is he my drummer? I don't know. Anyway, the other day, he said, I wish you would just play bass like a normal bassist instead of a guitar player. Grammy says hi. No. Anyway, there you go. Heavy bass riffs, done. I got a lot more. Yeah, the 55 is a sweet car. I'm really looking forward to cleaning that up and all that. Robert Fitch. I should know that. 300 letter cars, at least in the 50s, only had one interior, black and tan. No, those are all black and tan. There's a red one, but that's an Astrodome, so that's later. Black and tan, black and tan, black and tan, black and tan. I'll be damned. How did I not know that? I almost bought one, and it had that tan seat in it. I don't know, man. Forgot to turn that off. Makes annoying buzzy noises. I can play Black Betty by Ram Jam. I just choose not to, Dan. Yep. I've never even seen a set of indie heads on a Mopar. Never. Yeah. Yes, Samuel Goodman. Someone did mention adjusting the modulator in the comments on the video. That's news to me. I did mention I don't know dick about C4s. So I guess we'll be looking into that down the line. Yeah. Josh found a 69 Charger for sale with an 01 on the door. It was nice, but they shaved the fuel filler. Why would they do that? It's the best thing about the car. God. No. Anyway. Yeah. Hi, I'm still using. Hi, C. Kramer. Tim Jefferson. That's what I just said. I had a 360 with Edelbrock heads, and it was great. But I've seen pictures of indie heads, Rooster. I've just never seen them in real life, which I say to explain that I have no experience with them. Anyway, my 360 that was in the garbage can CUDA, when I got it, it came with Edelbrock heads, and they were great. And I thought, oh, this is awesome. This is what every 360 needs. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. And so I always thought, like, oh, you got to have those Edelbrock heads. If you're going to build one of these, you got to get the Edelbrock heads. Until I built the Demon motor with... Yeah, that's just dumb, pal. I don't like the big stupid wheels either. Oh, apparently Tony just finished and he's threatening to quit YouTube. Oh, okay. Anyway. Yeah, I think indeed. Like, Edelbrock has always been more oriented toward street performance, I think, compared to indie. Anyway, if you're hopping over from Tony's, welcome. Anyway, Edelbrock heads, great, but not worth the money when you could just port a set of iron ones and put on good springs and... Chris, Tony's made a lot of videos. He could skate on, like, residuals for a long time. It's kind of what he's been doing for a lot of the last 6 months. More power to him, you know? That's sick. I hope to be in that position someday. Anyway, yeah, I until we did the engine that's in the Demon now, and we ported those heads and did the block off and all that stuff, and suddenly I realized, oh, it wasn't those Edelbrock heads. That wasn't that's not the only thing that made that engine great. It's part of it, yes, but there are many other ways to do that. I like this a lot. Nice. Old Iron's friend just scored a second-gen gasser 5.9 4x4 for $400. That's sick, dude. I bought a short bed single cab 1500 4x 360 truck from my neighbors back here, like right after we moved in. I was like having a drink on the back deck, maybe the second night we were here, and I look back over the fence and I see this sad looking Ram sitting there, and I'm like, just found my next financial mistake. And that was before YouTube. Yeah, I bought it pretty cheap and sold it for More than I thought it was worth. So, anyway. Mopar Jimmy's got a lifted 2016 Ram V6 and 33s and gets 17. My 2014, which was, it had a factory 1-inch suspension lift. It was an outdoorsman. Did not have 33s. It had stock tires. And it got, I could get 20 reliably. I didn't, but I could. It's just I was always towing with it. That's the problem. That's why I had to get rid of my V6 truck. Loved the truck. Loved it. As like a daily driver, commuter, all-purpose vehicle. I've talked about it a lot. I really, really like that thing. But I was slowly killing it. So I got the 3rd gen Cummins. Yep. Nothing makes you drive worse than a Nissan Altima. I have driven one, and I agree. Well, I mean, they're up there. Anyway. The Screamin' Seaman just bought a mint 50k mile 2018 Wrangler JK with 33s and 48 re-gear. I get 15 city, 19 highway. Yeah, not bad for that. My wife really wanted a JK for a long time. I think we've moved on to a 4Runner. That'll probably be her next daily driver. Mexican Spec, what is up? Judging by the fact that 20 people just hopped in, I'm guessing Tony has actually gotten off now. So welcome, everybody. Oh, Rooster's off to get groceries. Mom's on duty. All right. Bullwags 13 Cummins, all deleted and stuff, got 28 miles a gallon down the highway last time he took a trip. The best I've gotten with my 3rd gen was 21.5 hand calculated, which I thought pretty good. I was really trying. That was like full on grandpa hypermiling. Yeah. I agree. Yep. I've talked about that a lot. I've talked about that in every video I've ever done that mentioned a Pentastar. I love them. But yeah, they do have their problems. Oh, C. Kramer. Oh, okay. This is the comment that was missent before. I'm still using the 2010 Dodge Travco's blog to try to tune my 440. I know you've done it a few times on your channel. Would you consider writing out step-by-step 440 tuning info for us? I don't. That's not really my style, right? Sitting down and writing it out. I have done it on video, yes, many times. And all I can say is refer to one of those tuning videos I've done. Like the one, I think the best one I've done on a 440 was the Toolbox Charger, 1973 Dodge Charger with that wacky 440 I built. I think that was probably the best as far as 440s go. And the best that would apply to someone that has stock engine pieces. I did Mark's Coronet as well, but that thing had aluminum heads, and it was even more radical. So, yeah. If you've got like a warmed over street motor, I would refer to the Toolbox Charger one. But as far as writing it out, it's not really my thing. And even if I did write it out, like, where would I post it? I don't have any outlets like that. So, yeah. That sounds about right, Dan. Yeah. My 6.4 Scat going up the turnpike, I was able to get 21 miles a gallon, but with my heavy foot, I usually get 14 to 17. That sounds about right. Nice. Oh, wow. I think I've mentioned, because we've talked about these before, there was one of those for sale down in Oregon, and it was a sweet car. I had to try pretty hard to not go buy it. I think I was responding to this comment when I got the message about my daughter not being where she was supposed to be. Do you like old Corvettes? I kind of do. I really want a split window someday, although I don't know if I'll actually like how it drives. I think they're very cool. I did a bunch of work on a metal bumper 68 car, and I loved the way it looked, but I hated the way it drove. It drove like a go-kart and not in a good way. And I don't like having to lift my feet to get it up, like the high thing. I've only ever driven a couple Corvettes, that one and a 70s one and a later 70s one, C3. And it's just not my thing, really. I love a split window. I think that's super cool. Yeah. So yes and no. Definitely not my thing. Yeah. Mexican Spec, got 12 miles a gallon on a 99 Ram Charger, big Ram wheels. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's That sounds about right, honestly. Maybe a little higher. Yeah. Yeah. When passing on the 2 lanes, passing speed can get away from you in a hurry. Well, you got to do it. You got to complete your pass. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep, Bell James before I bought mine, he borrowed one for a time when he was out here. And he was impressed. And I was also impressed. And it was available, but it wasn't in my budget at the time. Samuel Goodman, need a sticker for my 65 Dart representing on the East Coast. Well, I'd give you one if you were here, but I have them for sale on my website. So if you don't mind buying one, deadandodgegarage.com, and click the button that says merch. Rooster's drag truck 440 gets 2 gallons per mile. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Eric said the same thing. Yep. I met Eric. Bought a set of wheels from him, which my buddy said he wanted, but has not shown up to buy. I would keep them, but they're Chevy pattern. Anyway. He's got a sweet, it's got to be a... Shit, what year's your truck? 69, 70? I don't know. Anyway, rowdy small block in it. He took off out of here and just... I heard him. He turned the corner down at the stop sign and just ripped it. As I have done many times, as frequent viewers will know. And it sounded good. It sounded real good. Yeah. Crush's Roadrunner Garage. How's it going? Well, pretty good. On the slant, how many 2-barrel manifolds were made versus the 1-barrel? The 2-barrel is much, much harder to find. You can get... Oh, it's a 72 C20. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I almost said 72, but I didn't want to be wrong. 1-barrels. You can get 6 of them today for free. I got 3 if you need all of them. I don't. I have more than 3. Anyway, 2-barrels are much harder to come across. They were only used on the Super 6 setup in the late 70s, and they're desirable. So I actually don't know how late the Super 6 was offered. It was never in A-bodies. It was in F-bodies. I believe it first came in the F-body wagons, Volare wagons and such. And then it was in other F-bodies as well. And I don't know what else you could even get a Super 6 in, if anything. So yeah, they're harder to come by, and they are expensive. At least compared to some things. They're desirable. Jason Roach has Roke has a 99 Dakota for sale, 5.2, 4x4, body scrap, mechanically good. Any offers? Not for me, pal. I'm good on those. Patrick Sullivan had all of those things, and the one common theme is that they all had bad transmissions. Nice. All Classics Restoration is here. He's just getting back from Mo Party. Great show again this year. Nice. Yeah. He told me he was live streaming from there, and I haven't had a chance to watch that either. I've been busy all weekend. Moving yard furniture and a big gazebo thing. It's this whole dealy bob. Anyway, yeah, but he was live streaming from there, and he said Tony actually stopped by. So, Vic says he texted me pictures, but I didn't get any pictures. So who did he text? Yeah. Oh, Bullwag has a 225 slant with no manifolds, intake, or exhaust. I got what you need. I'll ship it to you. Robert Fitch says, look in Australia for slant 6.2 barrel intakes. They make tons and tons of 4-barrel intakes down there as well. All the good slant stuff is in Australia. I've never offered to give my sister a sticker. I gave you a hoodie. What do you want? Wow. Incredible. Uh-huh. 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 What are rules? Wow. Peter Dollery saw a black split window on a trailer yesterday. Drop dead gorgeous. I bet it was. Nice. Okay, 38 POS Racing says, yes, a condenser can cause a no start. And I would listen to him. He knows stuff. I watched your videos. there's so much science happening. It almost gave me a headache. Nice. Tim Kaufman wanted to know if I've worked with any Billet Mallory style distributors. No, I haven't. I have not. Telump. Donnie, you're out of your element. Market 0, dude. I can't do any voices tonight. Do you see what happens, Larry? Do you see what happens? You see what happens, Larry? When you find a stranger in the Alps? Do you see what happens, Larry? Telump has a 1986 D150 318 727, completely stock. I'd like more performance. Would there be a benefit putting a 4-barrel in intake? Yeah. Performer intake and an Edelbrock 4-barrel carb, or a small Holley vacuum secondary if that is your preference. But I would do the Edelbrock AVS2 myself. Yeah, it's good for something. Headers are better manifolds also, but if you're going to do headers, do long tubes. And at that point, you better just put a cam in it and... yeah, like, how much performance do you need? Even just a performer manifold and an Edelbrock carb will make an improvement. Not a huge improvement. It's not going to turn it into a race car, but it will be an improvement. Yes, that's why we named the band that. Bilge Pump must be behind on comments. What? Oh, I guess it's only been 20 minutes since I was playing bass. I'll be damned. Yes, that was... that's how we named the band. Yeah. There was another one. It was all very silly, but yeah. Seth, we've got two guitar players, two fantastic guitar players, Seth and Caleb. And we were just going back and forth in our group text thing. And many silly names. And then Seth had one from a different movie, and I can't remember what it was. But it made me think of the Austin Powers thing. So then I said frickin' lasers. And so far it wins, but we may change it. RoboStyle, what is up? How's it going? Yeah, it is a Slick Rick. Wherever it went. There it is. Love that thing. 2020, 4003. A Redenbacher. Yeah. Metallica. Someone said Cliff Burton, and I have previously played that For Whom the Bell Tolls solo on this very live. No Beret made it just in the nick of song time and was being professionally entertained. Nice. Yeeted. Yodeled. Nice. Oh, sweet. Steve C's got a black 660 12-string Rick. Very nice. I want to get a 6-string. And black would do. Or, Fire Glow's cool. Jet Glow is black. I saw a sweet, turquoise one. I think it was a limited color. On the face tubes, it was probably a month after I got the bass. And I was tempted, but I don't even play guitar anymore, and I have guitars. They're everywhere. They're all over the place, and so I can't justify a Rick guitar. I'd love to have one. And this one, the price was kind of right, which is neat. But anyway, I digress. Very cool, Steve. Oh, wow. Plymouth on Plywood. I got my girl an aluminum neck Kramer for her birthday when we first got together. Pretty sure that's what sealed the deal. Nice. That AMC guy thinks Black and Tan started in 57. Well, this 55 has it, and I just found a bunch of pictures of 55s on the internet with Black and Tan. But it's mostly tan, except that section on the dash is black, it looks like. So I think it still counts, but it's not heavily Black and Tan. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Glenn Uromi, when I replaced the junk Holley on my car with an Edelbrock AVS 800 CFM, it made such a big difference. I've always used Edelbrocks, and I always will. Yeah, I'm there. I did have a period in my younger days where I thought Holleys were the best because everything is race car, and I've seen the error in my ways on that. It's all about the Edelbrock, and specifically the AVS2 just seems to be the best. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yep. All Classics Tony came by and checked out the 70 Fury at Mo Party. He was impressed. I was impressed, dude. The pictures you sent, it looks beautiful. I can't believe from like when you sprayed paint on it to Mo Party, I can't believe how much you did because it looks like a whole car now. It's very impressive. Yeah. Oh, wow. And apparently Tony mentioned all classics during his live stream tonight. Oh. I'll be damned. Did I mention my neck hurts? Yeah. I've never heard of Edelbrock's cracking. But I also don't have a whole lot of experience with them either, so there's that. Dan Mafia. Okay, for the past 6 months, I've been suggesting songs you might want to play. Every single one has been shot down. So why don't you explain to us what kind of music you like? That is so hard to do. I can't even explain to you how hard it is for me to try and explain what kind of music I like, because I like a lot of different things. I'm not one of those people who says that they like everything, because I don't. I actually strongly dislike a lot of music. But the things I do like come from many different eras, different genres, different groups. Like, there is no hip hop I like, I don't think. There is no modern country music I like. Modern mainstream country music. Hate that stuff. But outlaw country, on the other hand, alternative type country, kind of like that. Spent the last couple of years listening to almost exclusively that. Let me see if I can explain my music taste with my home screen. Yeah, okay. So, the top 4 songs on my YouTube Music Quick Picks. Sexual Harassment in the Workplace by Frank Zappa, which, by the way, is an instrumental, and if you haven't heard it, it is fantastic. Blue Factory Flame by Songs Ohio. That's a very depressing band from the Midwest, from Ohio. That guy drank himself to death. Very exciting. He's super depressed, and you could just tell. It's really good. Silver Springs by Fleetwood Mac. Don't know why I'm listening to that. Heard it on the radio, liked it. It's not my favorite Fleetwood Mac era album song. Just there it is. And Tried and True by Ween. Those are the top 4. So I did like a lot of classic rock stuff, but not also at the same time. Like, there's a lot of classic rock that I truly dislike. Tom Waits, Bob Dylan, specifically Highway 61 Revisited, the whole album. Yeah. Lots of Zappa in here, lots of Bob Dylan. And then there are even some like modern bands I like John Prine, the Deftones. Like, it's a lot of different stuff that I like, but I'm always looking for this thing in music that I can't explain to you what that thing is. I just can't. It has to have a certain hook, a certain depth, a certain level of interest for me to like it. And I can tell you when I hear it, and I can tell you when I don't, but I can't tell you I can't describe to you like what makes this song that I will like. But I know it's specific. Vince Rencher dropped in a bit ago and said hello from New Jersey. Capri video was awesome. Thank you very much, Vince. I appreciate that. Dan Mafia also wanted to know if there will be any videos of me with my new band. Yes, absolutely. We're still working on getting our set ironed out, and then we're going to do some recording, and then we're going to... I have a genius idea that we should just record our whole... That was weird. I got a Roblox notification. I want to video record our whole set, just in the garage, and do multi-track recording at the same time. You ever seen those Black Sabbath videos from their early days in the 70s, when music videos were a little bit different than they are today? It's them performing in a room, and that's their music video, but it is a live performance. It is recorded. It's not them miming the song. And that has been my vision for a long time. And with this band, I want to do it. So when our set is together, that is my genius plan. Multi-camera, studio recording, live tracked, like video and studio quality recording together. So once that happens, which will happen, I don't know, eventually, it'll be on the internet. And we are planning to record an actual studio thing. I have a friend, my friend Drew, who used to play bass in my old band, Whitewood Funk, who you can see on the internet. We've talked about that. He is amazing, and I taught him what I know about recording. I got him started, and then he just like ran with it, and he does amazing stuff these days. And so I asked if he would record us the other night, and he said, let's go. So yeah, that'll happen, and when it does, you will be the first to know. Yeah, thanks everybody who's hanging out. Really appreciate that. Been here for an hour and 16 minutes, and I'll be hanging out for another 40 or so. I'm probably going to try and leave on time tonight and go make some dinner, unless that is already happening. I don't know, but I am hungry. Yeah, Lovejoy test drove a stock manual Jeep, JK, with a 3.8 and 6-speed. Thought I was gonna die. Transmission was awful. Need to test drive an auto and see if I like him better. I test drove a 2-door JK, 6-speed, and I didn't think it was that bad. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Lovejoy was texting me like right after driving that, and he was like, "Are these supposed to be terrifying?" Dwayne Harrelson wants to know if it's worth putting an HEI on the LA 318. Why? I mean, I don't know what you will get out of it, really. It's not... If you've got a stock engine, the stock ignition system is perfectly adequate. That's all I can say. And there are advantages to having HEI, but generally they're not... They really don't apply to you if you're in stock, like daily driver land. So the only reason I started using HEI modules is because they were easy to get. They were cheaper than the Mopar modules. They seem to be more reliable, and you can delete the ballast resistor, put on a good coil, and it just seems to be a nice, well-rounded system. But I never did it because, I'm going to gain 18 horse torques. No, that's not why I did it. Junie Shoe is here and says, blessings all. My husband ready to put seats in his 68 Roadrunner, 24-year wait. Dang. Well, glad he is getting that happening. 68 Roadrunner, that is a sweet car. Wesper wants to know, 71318, how much can you shave off the heads and not have to do the intake? Would it make that much of a difference? How much? I don't know. Never done it. Never tried it. Someone out there knows that, but that someone is not me. Yeah, and would it make that much of a difference? I don't know. Maybe. There are other ways to gain compression. Set of pistons would be a good move. You could also go find a set of the earlier 66 to 69 closed chamber 318 heads. And that will help on compression. But, yeah. My 360 and my Demon. Okay, all right. I'm going to let you in on a secret. I'm an idiot, and I don't know stuff. And I have never paid any attention to compression ratios. I've talked about that in the past. I've never CC'd a single cylinder head. I've never CC'd a chamber above a piston. Never. Ever. Haven't done it. I have never calculated the compression ratio on any engine I have ever built. Not once. Never done it. I have never built any engine with an eye toward compression, although I am changing that in the near future on the 273. And that's a different deal. But I've never done it. I've always just kind of thrown stuff together. 360 with a set of performance pistons, just flat top and valve relief. That's always been my performance move, and it keeps working, so I keep doing it. I've had some fine 318s that made good power, and that was not done. So I wouldn't be too worried about that or anything else. I'd get yourself a good set of performance pistons And I think that will do quite a bit for you compared to factory. Excuse me. That's the way. Not an idiot, just inexperienced. Well, I beg to differ, Josh. I am experienced. Empire RS wants to know, what's the skinny on the members deal? Well, I have crossed 100, so I mentioned there was a bonus if you signed up before today, and 100 and I think 10 people now have done that. So thank you very much to everyone that has. We have 3 different levels of membership, and they all offer different benefits. The tippy top one, I will help you with your problems directly, and you get a merch discount on my website, and we have a members only chat thing, which you will be welcomed to, although that is also available to fancy members. Oh wow, Vic's sending me pictures of the stone soup. Oh wow, it's getting immortalized with the logos of all the channels that have worked on it, and you can't see mine, but it's right there. Nice. Very sick. Yes, it's a monthly membership. Yes. You do also get priority chat responses. You go right to the top of my comments on my videos. I have, to this point, always read everyone's comments, and I'm still trying to do that. But if there's a thingy next to your name, I'm going to yours first, and you will get a response from me. Almost 100% of the time. So there's that. And yeah, there are different benefits in there. I'm doing members only video, not normal videos. My normal actual project videos, revivals, all that stuff, guides will always be public, normal for everybody. I'm doing bonus, just behind the scenes type stuff, especially for members. I've only done one of those so far. Things have been hectic and I was sick, and here we are. But there are also members only posts. And again, there's a members only chat for fancies and above. So, there are different benefits. The big thing is, if you like me and you want to support the channel, that is the real reason to join a membership. I'm gonna try and make it worth your while, but that's really what it's about. So yeah, thank you for your consideration. There's one that's $3 a month, one that's $6 a month, and the fancy gold member level is 25, I believe, something like that. They were preset by YouTube, and I went, okay. At last count, we had 12 gold members, so thank you very much. I haven't done this yet. I am going to get all the gold members' names down, and they will get special mentions in videos. And here or there, fancy members will also get the same treatment, but I have not done that to this point. I hear children yelling. Christian Lilly. Hi, Jamie. How's it going? Got a question. I have a 2016 Hemi Challenger. It sat for a year. Just recently got it started back up. It has left for tick. It has a tick. What can I do to fix it? Change the oil, put red line in it, say a prayer. And just let it run. Why do I hear children yelling? Well, yeah, miles per gallon, but sometimes you also want to get the other one. Yeah. Well, when you commute 100 miles round trip a day, miles per gallon are kind of important too. Want to talk mileage? 74 W100 318. How did I get so far behind on the comments? What did I do? Yeah. Opar 73 Duster. I bought a regulator for my Duster. It was reading between 15.3 and 15.8. Yeah, it sounds a little high. Clean your firewall connector. Grease everything. Make sure you got nothing burned, and go from there. Data LeBreton says, rule of thumb for cutting heads is 60 thou without having to touch the intake. Every 0.05 is about 1 cc, depending on bore size. You need to shave at least 12 cc to bring 1 point of compression. and check your push rods. Mexican Spec wants to know if I want him to send me a Capri Coupe 302 4-speed. Is it free? Sure. Nice. Yeah, I wasn't going to go into everything that's specific and different on the Super 6 setup, but it's a special exhaust manifold, special intake, special BBD carburetor. It's smaller than the 318 one. The throttle setup is different, so the kickdown is different. The choke is different. The air cleaner special, obviously. Christian Lilly, that was my grandpa's Challenger. Got it started up about 2 months ago. Since I took it out, it has lifter tick. Yeah. Change the oil. Try that. And put Redline oil in it. For some reason, as I understand, Hemis really like that. Worm barrel slant carb free with the purchase of Barracuda rear window. Yes, but I may have smashed it with a hammer. Dave Freeman just got a hold of a very interesting book and posted pictures on Discord. Hey, if you're not in our Discord yet, that would be interesting. We've got, oh wow. McLovin's cookies in his sister's yard. We've got 225 people in here now. Oh wow. Here's Bullwags. 2nd gen. Dooley. Nice. That's sick. Very nice. And his daily, the 2013. Awesome. Oh, sweet. Here's the book Dave Freeman found. A New Kind of Plymouth. Barracuda, 64 to 69. A book of information. That's sweet. It reminds me of this. For Christmas, Evan that works at Rocket got me this. I haven't shown it in a while. It's supplemental service bulletin information for the new 1967 Plymouth Barracuda. And it has all of the Barracuda specific information. Really neat. Antenna location is slightly different. It gives you that information. It gives you a layout of the Barracuda dash, which is the rally dash used in 340 cars later. It's super cool. But yeah, all the special information for the new 67 Barracudas in this book. I like it. I gotta put it back in the bag. Anyway, very cool. Mark Sauvé went away, but he's back, and he's getting too old for this. Huh. Old Iron's 86 D100 has a Super 6, but I doubt it came on it. I don't know if they did. I just don't know. And I think I read a Dad I Love Breton comment already, but hi. How's it going? Oh yeah, Alan Perryman loves his hoodie, and he has a sticker for my sister. The hoodie was a birthday present. Whatever. I was going to keep it for myself. Oh, nice. Apparently I saved Junie's spouse this week with the bad relay wire. Nice. Well, I'm happy to do it. Yes. Vic had to make his own sticker. I'm going to make my own sticker with blackjack and hookers. In fact, forget the sticker and the blackjack. Oh, Mark had to take the garbage out. Took a while, but he made it back. Nice. Very nice. Everything goes to hell anyway. Somebody in here knows what that song is. Nice. J Hundo's Garage. Just watched the Capri video. All good. Has to be better than the MGB GT. Thoughts on those? I think they're sweet. I really like them. I've had two. But they were both pieces of garbage. And I never actually got to drive one. So. The band! The band! No, I traded it for a microphone. All right, I could see that. Old Iron, I don't know ruler of everything. Whew. Patrick Ramberg! How's it going? Patrick Ramberg is a member. I don't know if I knew that. Thank you, Patrick. Edelbrock Life. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I completely agree. Yes. If you just need manifolds for your small block and the magnet manifolds fit, if it's a truck or a B body, get the magnet manifolds because they're more gooder. But yeah, exactly. You're not gonna notice. So I had those and a performer manifold and Edelbrock on our 72 satellite. As far as I know, it was pretty much a stock engine, but that thing roasted one tire everywhere. It was fun and not bad at all. So yeah, I don't see it as like an upgrade you need to go out of your way to do. It is better, but it's not that much better. Long tubes will actually improve things. Maybe even noticeably, but maybe not on a stock 318. Nice. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. There's been a dumping of snow in the south already? Wow. Isn't the VRS just a Holly? Edelbrock carbs can perform too. I'm like 20 million% sure. Yeah, the VRS is just a Holly. Why? It's not the same thing. It has It still has all of the Holly problems and annoyances that I hate. Anyway. Out. You too. I do hate most music my sister likes. That is true. Dead skunk in the middle of the road. What are those children doing? Yeah, that's true for me too. Not all of them, but many. I can remember. It's a long, ridiculous story that's not worth it. But I was 17 and I didn't have a driver's license, but I had a car. And I was driving that car on a back road at night. I have like certain points in life, I'll be driving a car and the right song is on and the atmosphere is all, and it's like, this is just amazing. I love this. It just happened the other day in the ramp. Yesterday, I was in the ramp truck and it was sunny out and the sky was a little pink and it was like, this is awesome. I love this. I want to do this forever. And I've had several instances like that. But the first one I remember, I didn't have a driver's license and I was in this crappy little car and Roundabout by Yes came on the radio. Boom, ba-da-doom, and it was night and the headlights were on and I was cruising this back road like, this is amazing. This is the life. Yeah, I've got a lot of those. If enough of us ask for Freebird, he'll have to give in. That is not true. Yeah, Frank Zappa's great. I actually got to see Zappa by Zappa. I've talked about that. Eat it! Eat it! Or, well, any of the other ones. Anyway. Ugh. Oh. Ouch. I listened to Silver Side Up a good few times when I was 11. It ain't worth a thing if it ain't got that swing. But Lunatic Fringe is a good one. You seem to like music called good. There's good music that other people like that I don't, and that's fine. I would never go so far as to say that Freebird request equals cornfield. That's right, Jeff. I would never, well, I can't say never. I probably won't crap on your music preferences. Well, probably, but also my daughter plays Roblox, which means I also play Roblox occasionally. Yeah. Peter Dollery, did you ever enjoy any punk when it became popular? No! Hated punk rock. Terrible. But eventually, well, and when it became popular was, I don't even think I was alive yet then. But there was a big punk scene here in the 2000s, and I avoided it. But I did end up kind of sort of playing in a punk band eventually, and I recorded a bunch of local punk bands in the late 2000s, early 2010s. And I got to a point where I enjoyed some of it, but yeah. It sounds good. Explore the space. I need to hear the cowbell. I don't know if... I'd said I can't do any voices tonight, and I stand by that. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah. Robert Fitch's musical likes span the spectrum of genres. Yeah, genres and decades, and mine too. I've gone through phases. I don't want to get behind the drums again, but Moby Dick is great. Bonham is my drum hero. Big Buddy Rich fan as well. But yeah, Bonham's my guy. Vic got knocked out at a Dropkick Murphys concert. I'll be damned. I actually saw them play once. They played a show with Clutch. They were cool, but, you know, not quite my thing. I apologize for still being way behind on comments, but I am. Everybody be quiet. Mike is here. Maybe he'll go away. What's up, man? How's it going? He's almost ready for No Name. Almost. Cave Dave, what's up? What is the hip hop happening? And my name is Bobby Brown. I don't know if he responded, but Vic has gotten Stone Soup. That may have been obvious from the pictures of it he sent, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. The mocking is merciless in here. I like it. I like it. Yeah. Oh my. Dave Freeman says gold membership is totally worth it. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate that. Yes, Dave is in the club. His name on Discord is all golden stuff. Ooh, I want to point that out. I did make a community post about it, but for members. But if you are a member and you're on our Discord, make sure you hook your YouTube to Discord because it does stuff for the thing with the deal. Glenn Uromi was a metalhead back in the 80s. I was in a classic cover / blues rock band when I was a teenager, which made no sense to anyone. No one could understand why I was playing the type of music I was playing. We were semi-popular locally. We ended up ultimately doing a bunch of bar shows and stuff like that before we stopped playing. Right around the time we were old enough to actually be in bars. But I went from that to a stoner rock, stoner metal band. And I had never listened to that kind of music at all. I just started hanging out with my buddy Drew, and that's just what we started doing. It's kind of like what he liked, and we both fell into liking Clutch at the same time, who I've now seen twice in concert. And some other similar bands from there. But yeah, my musical taste has been on such a journey. Yeah. Oh, Alan Perryman says, you don't have to try to make it worth it. I got someone to answer questions. That's everything to me. Hey, I'm happy to do it, Alan. Happy to do it, and I will make you pay for it in other ways. You just wait. I'm going to find you jobs. I answered a music question. That took a long time. Yeah. Mosneck has shown up again to start talking about cheese and war crimes. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Uh-huh. AMC guy with a great point that voltage regulators must be fully grounded, but the fact that his is working. Loss of ground will cause full fielding. You sure about that? I thought loss of ground would cause just no worky. I've had poor pin connection cause full fielding, and I still don't understand how that works, but it does. Oh, Dan's headed to bed. Yeah, it's late. Take it easy, Dan. We'll see you later. Yeah. Nice. I don't know what 10cc is at all. Yeah, for some reason my sister's Discord links don't always work, but she did drop one in the chat, so if you have not joined our Discord, feel free to click on that and do the stuff. I see. Well, AMC guy finally arrived. Wow. Gotta be honest, I kind of thought you had already made it. Oh, Josh too. What up, Josh? Nice. Johnny Malone. Dude McNally. So I guess we're up like 5 people out of the live stream. Welcome, everybody. The Discord's where the party's at, in case you were wondering. I also love Barracuda fastbacks. They're on my short list. I need a nice one someday. Granddad's junk is. Yep. On second thought, forget the sticker and the blackjack. Damn it, beat me to it. Maybe. Changing valve springs to raise compression. What? How does that work? What's he building in there? What is he building in there? We have a right to know. Someone had to know it. Nice, Mike. I don't know what's going on in the comments anymore. 10cc. I'm not in love. They're one hit. Roger. I'm sure I've heard it. Helping hand. Usually my crystal ball works like a fresh slant 6, but after that Mercury video today, all cloudy. Todd the Wad is here, or was. Stumbled across one of your videos the other night after watching a couple more. I subscribed. Love what you do and the way you do it. Thank you very much, Todd. I really appreciate that. If you're still hanging out, that was about 11 minutes ago. Happy to do it. I'm going to keep doing it. Oh, yeah. Our friend Bob, who is also on the Discord. In fact, we got to chat in the voice chat after last week's live stream. I can't promise to be in there all the time, but it was cool. We had a few people in there. I kind of figured that would eventually happen, so I think that's sweet. And I've seen people in there chatting a couple other times. So anyway, Mr. R. Hill, Bob says, really happy to see how many folks are supporting you, Jamie. So many frat zogs. Smash the like button, people. It takes no effort. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's awesome. I really appreciate everybody. Lovejoy says, I like most Midwesterners had a strong emo phase that I haven't completely escaped. I didn't, but there was a lot of that around. I don't think my sister's escaped hers either. I had a depressing music phase, but it wasn't emo. And funny enough, as a 32, no, how old was I? 31, 32-year-old, I stumbled across proto-emo, like at the drive-in. They kind of ushered in the emo time, and I loved it, which is weird. My playlist was all like teenage girl from the mid 2000s for a while there. Funny enough. See, and there again, like, how do I classify that? How do I explain that? How do I? Yeah, I like all kinds of different stuff. Kind of. Can't Beat Cashmere as a cruising song. I gotta be honest, that is not my favorite of theirs. Yeah. I'm a real Led Zeppelin 1, Led Zeppelin 3 guy. He better get 150 likes before he even considers Freebird. Nice. Nice. Oh, wow. Robert Fitch has seen Yes like 5 times. That's so cool. Roundabout has always been a fave. Soon as I got a Rickenbacker bass, why do I keep going that way? It's here. Soon as I got a Rickenbacker bass, I realized that every bassist I've ever liked played one. Yeah. And the bass sound in Roundabout is a Rick. Oh, that was his thing. Robert Fitch says, as a keyboardist, I prefer bands with keyboards. Yeah, I get behind that. Helping Hand says punk was dumb. You know, I have heard punk music I liked, and I wouldn't call it dumb. Again, like, I wouldn't say I would have when I was a younger judgmental prick, but at this point in my life, I would not say that anyone else's, love is dumb. But it wasn't my thing, and it didn't have. I appreciated musicians and great guitarists, and punk rock had nothing for me there. At least what I was exposed to. In fact, intentionally bad guitar was kind of important. But now I get it. I kind of appreciate that in a way. Yeah. This is a punk song because we're angry. We're angry about stuff like the government and climate change. I don't even remember what song that is. I was invited to see the B-52s, but it was by an ex-girlfriend. It was not a good time in my life, and I was not willing to do that. So I didn't see the B-52s when they came to town, but that's okay. Mark Sauvé says, the concerts I've attended are kind of pathetic. 97% of the concerts I've been involved with were all small local shows. Been playing at them and helping to run them for over a decade now. About a decade. About a decade. No, 20 years. About 20. What the? 20 years. How old am I? Yeah. Yes, Stone Soup is sitting 10 feet away from Vic right now. Yeah, my mom gave me a Ramones album. I listened to it, but it wasn't my thing. But I much preferred stealing her old Led Zeppelin CDs. And Tom Petty cassette tapes ripped off vinyl borrowed from the library and that sort of thing. Count Derpula is here. He just bought a fuddy-duddy 06 Mercury Grand Marquis to replace his 2000 Poostank. Dude, you're in the lap of luxury now. Nice. Very nice. Not all punk rock is angry, but I would say most is. Nightwish, never heard that one. Nice. It's a beast and rust-free. Outstanding. Glenn Uromi does love all kinds of music. I can't say that because people do say that, and there are types of music that I do not like, and I'll be happy to tell you that. Ellen Perryman is ready for jobs. Yeah, early clutches, dude. So I had this 1981 Ford E350 cargo van. Bought that. That was our band van. It was OD green. We bomb canned it black. And Drew and I used to bomb around in that thing everywhere. I had an amp under the seat and bookshelf speakers behind the front seats. It had a partition wall. And so there were bookshelf speakers there. And we would just bomb around listening to Clutch, the eponymous album, which is not their first album. It's their second album, right? The one with Spacegrass on it. Just at max volume, screaming the lyrics. It was so fun. That was 14 years ago. Yeah, I was 20. That was great times. Yeah, I like that a lot. And then we kind of like together progressed through their catalog because we thought that was great, but Elephant Riders was weird. And then we decided Elephant Riders was actually great also. And then I liked Pure Rock Fury. I don't know if you ever got there, but yeah, at this point in my life, I pretty much celebrate Clutch's entire catalog. Every one of their albums has songs that I like. And it's weird because they kind of have that like jock rock thing, right? But it seems like something the jocks would be listening to, and maybe they do, but I don't know. I really, really like a good bit of Clutch, so I stand by that. Whole lot of back and forth about music in the comments. Leadbelly the band or Huddy Ledbetter, the blues musician. Ugh. Yeah, how does that raise compression? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't. I'm concerned about that statement. But that commenter does seem to know a lot of things, so yeah, that's who I'm talking about. And remember, real goths sack Rome. Should I write that one down? Mindless self-indulgence. I didn't make it to that one, but yeah. Nice. Paul Steinberg ducked out a few minutes ago. Have a good one, Paul. Trip, slip, accidentally sacked Rome. Whoops. Oh, Jesus. Intergalactic. I like my sugar with coffee and cream. Or whatever. I consider you a friend, so I'm not going to ban you for saying that. But you're completely wrong. Their entire early career, their early music was all borrowed. And I feel like they would be the first ones to tell you that. Everyone in Led Zeppelin was an amazing musician. And if you think any one of them was a hack, you don't know. Absolute bullshit. And again, I consider you a friend. Eric Holsinger says Green Day is cool. It's never my thing. Never was. You don't have to like the music I like to kick it. Jaybird, do you own or collect records? You know, the flat black circles? Yes. Actually, my wife and I have a extensive is the wrong word, but we've got a collection. And it's growing all the time. Yes, the cornfield is a Twilight Zone thing. Yep. Billy. Just send him to the corn, Billy. Yeah. Yeah. What she said. Glenn, yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at, pal. You know you're getting old when you think something that happened 10 years ago was actually 20 years ago. Yeah. Well, it's good to be here. Thanks, Jeff. Nightwish. Metal from Finland with a female vocalist. Claims she's not operatic, but sure sounds like she is. Huh. Barry Kuda went to see Dire Straits. I don't like them and it was raining. I love Dire Straits, but specifically their first album. Specifically that, and a bit Brother in Arms, but and I like Money for Nothing. It's fine. But yeah, Water of Love, great one. Wild West End, love that song. It's fantastic. Gallery, that whole album, just so good. Mark Knopfler is an amazing guitarist. Love that man. Big inspiration for me in my late teens. I stopped playing with picks because I liked Knopfler so much. I'm going to have to skip a lot of things. Car rock. Yeah, Clutch, Dodge Schwinger, 1973, Galaxy 500. No, but it came with a bag of candy. And it already is a band, I believe. That's very important. Write that down. Songs about I sell cars and car repair accessories. Why can I not do Hank tonight? God dang it, Bobby. Propane. God, I just saw a really good Hank Hill thing today, but I can't remember what it was. Shotgun named Marcus. Yes. Good for early clutch. Yes, I am a new age samurai. I believe that's that song. Okay, oh, that's cool. Plymouth on Plywood got to see Ween for the first time in Spokane this summer. That's so cool. I got to learn. And at the dawn, I woke, I was alone. Dang it. Okay. And at the dawn, I woke, I was alone. Rising. I gotta learn the rest of it, dang it. I'm everything called trying. I gotta learn it. Dang it! And true, I see the light in you. How about an original song called Sweet Home Aberdeen? No. I've heard it done. It sucked. This is so fun. You kids talking about punk rock. Sure. Carpenters are cool. Not quite my thing, though. London Calling. Is that... Really? No, there is a punk song that does that at the beginning. This is a punk song because we're angry. We're angry about stuff. Like the government and climate change. Is it the beginning? Damn it. This is a punk song. Because we're angry. Damn it. Can't find it. Is it Toy Dolls? That would be really funny. I don't know. T-Bird75 started eating Vegemite. I have that on vinyl. In fact, I have a couple of theirs. I'm skipping all these comments and I'm leaving. With the radiator out of a 318 360 truck work in my 225, make sure the lower hose is on the passenger side, and it will. But it may not be. I like some Rush, kind of. It just sounds like what you would hear when the aliens land. Not quite my thing. See you all, Classics. Have a good one. Adios, Mexican Spec. Everybody knows what time it is. It's time to leave. I still haven't watched that. I need to. Yeah, Down to the Waterline. Same album. Excellent, excellent song. Let's go down to the waterline. Boomhauer 68 Super B is awesome. Minnesota. Night, Alan. Take it easy. The full moon is affecting the voice. Maybe. Oh my god, I love Steel Beans. He's amazing. Oh, what did he cover when I saw him? I don't know, but it was respectable. I love that man. I should have shook his hand. I didn't want to waste his time. He had to go open for frickin' Bert Kreischer the day after I saw him, so I didn't want to delay him any longer. I really wanted to shake his hand and tell him he was amazing and I loved him. Next time. Rich Jordan, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you later. Closing song needs more cowbell. In sometimes long past, I was better at that. I thought this was a car channel. Yeah. Yes, Vic. Yes, I will check out your video. I haven't gotten there yet, but I will. At the drive-in, yes, that's Proto Mars Volta. The two members were in at the drive-in, and it was a friggin' mess, and they broke in, and then Mars Volta happened, and I really like Mars Volta too, which is weird because when I first heard them at age 20, I thought it sounded like methamphetamine in music form, and now I think it's great. Don't fear the Mopar. All our times are gone. Whatever. Seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, or the rain. Eric Clapton. I still haven't figured out how to do this properly. Oh, there it is. What do you do when you get lonely? Nobody waiting by your side. Wherever it goes, like a fool. Wait, that's the wrong verse. That's 2 verses. Don't worry about that. My Morning. Oh, I like My Morning Jacket too. That's a great band. If you touch me, think I'm gonna scream. I'm just gonna scream. Something like that. Anyway, that's a great song. I'm leaving. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Appreciate it. Thanks to my members. I will not be playing some Skinnerd. That's a good song, Mike, but I won't be playing that one either. Larry Barker would love to be my drummer. Nice. I'm leaving. Thanks everybody. Appreciate it. Starving. Gotta go. ZZ Top. Not quite my thing. Touch. I think it's Touch Me, I'm Going to Scream. But it's a great song. Whatever it is. My Morning Jacket. Ask the internet. Okay, bye.